Good morning, everyone. My name is Anne-Marie Ban. Today is Tuesday, March the 28th, and this is the Moneyball Morning Report for the Benzinga Pro platform. I apologize for the froggy voice. I'm getting over something. So here's what we're looking at. Inside day, after a range expansion yesterday in the early morning, coming into the 4,034 high. That was a gamma unwind, meaning people were hedged over the weekend, saying to themselves, I better buy some puts just in case something crazy happens. Nothing crazy happens, and so they have to unwind those so that they don't lose any more money because they paid for the insurance over the weekend. And so now what we are looking at is price action formation that really does say we're congested. Now we're waiting on quite a bit of news, trade balance in goods, retail inventories, wholesale inventories, Case-Shiller home price index, all between 8:30 and 9. Another FHFA home price index, 10 o'clock consumer confidence. So things could get really whippy around those areas. And then at 10 o'clock, Fed Governor Barr testifies to the Senate on the banks. So as far as gamma unwind goes, I've been seeing gamma unwind on Wednesday, Friday, and Monday most aggressively. Although last week, Thursday, was a pretty savage gamma unwind, and then that forced traders into a downward motion. But if you're like a lot of us, the gamma unwind business confuses us a little bit. Today we should not see any huge expansions that reject other than whipsaw associated with any kind of news that we might come out. Is bad news going to be good news? I don't know. Bad news might end up being bad news because the Fed is staying its course. We also have a lot of Fed funds futures rates putting 25 basis cuts all the way down into the end of the year. So we don't know. A lot of folks say that the bond runs the interest rates event, but they haven't done it in the last couple of years. So they've been flat out upside down wrong. So let's just take it with a grain of salt. Look at what we're looking at and realize the following. We are beneath the close of the prior day. That's bearish. We are inside the entire range of the prior day. That's neutral. But now we are also beneath the open of the prior day, which was an update. And so that moves back a little bit to the bearish space. My suspicion is that we give back just a little bit. We have flow that is really sideways, and we still have a lot of traders that are sitting around going, I don't know what's happening. Also, because earnings season is about to start, what we are looking at is traders pulling off risk and then sort of biding their time with these small flows, getting in and getting out because they're waiting for earnings to come out. So levels today to watch. 40.24 is the overnight high so far. 39.96-ish is the low of yesterday. I believe that's the low we want to watch for. Also, we're going to see some sort of battleground between 39.99 and 39.97. If we get below that number, sellers are going to get much more aggressive, and they're going to push us into the 39.75, 39.65 zone. We are still well inside of the prior month's trading range as well as the prior week's trading range. And so that is my suspicion about what we want to look for. If we break to the north, 40.34, 40.40, and then 40.53. If we break to the south, 39.85, 39.68, and 39.48. All right, let's take a look at the Qs. Last month's Qs, wow. So Qs is building an outside monthly candle, which means the ranges of the current month are over and above the ranges of the prior month. And they're also below. So we've got this range expansion candle. And so that usually tells us that what's going to happen is going to happen in the following month. Let this candlestick finish, and then we'll know what we're going to do. From the weekly perspective, we're also in an inside week. And we have broken the low of yesterday's daily low and bouncing, but we are still underneath the close of the prior day and the open of the prior day, and so that is bearish. What are the levels to watch in the Qs? If we break above 12,840, we want to look to 12,870 and then 12,925 and then 12,950. If we lose 12,750, we are very likely to come down into 12,690. Please remember that we are in an environment where trades will break the lows, travel for a bit in expansion, and then reverse. Notice all the wicks that we are seeing. We've got to be very, very careful. Bounces into 12,870 that collapse in the Qs are going to give us ideal shorting environments. The Qs look like they're trying to flesh out lower support. They are much weaker than the ES, and they have been much stronger, and so I think that's a little bit of mean reversion that's going on. Quickly for the SPY, we talked about 392 to 398 yesterday. We're looking essentially at the same things. Notice yesterday the low was 395, 50-ish, same sort of thing. Qs are sitting below the body, well below the body of the prior day's candle, and that looks incredibly bearish to me. And so I suspect our bounces are going to give us sell zones today in an otherwise very choppy market. We had a fantastic short iron condor that you could have gotten if you were either with the tradingbook.com or with the Benzinga Pro platform. Benzinga Pro platform gives you a whole lot more info, just as an FYI. And yeah, that would have been superb. We had a really nice one. Probably going to set another one up today. And so finally for the Qs gapped down this morning, trying to bring their way back. The number to watch there is 309. Above it, buyers are going to try and get to 310, 311. If they can't, that 311 area is going to be a key zone that you're going to watch sellers come in, and we could get all the way to 306. Anything can happen in the market, folks. What you just want to pay attention to is, where am I in relation to my last two candlesticks? And based on that, where is the next place that traders should go to look? And they're going to go looking at the things that are closest to them in terms of price. Okay? And for this, it might be with the Qs, it might be lower down into that 306 area. And if they turn around and hold it, we'll be moving up. The key about becoming a good trader is understanding price flow in terms of what people are thinking. So make it a storyboard. I'll see you tomorrow. Good luck trading.